Drew,
Yes, Jack.
what have you ever done something wrong in your life?
Yeah,
Yeah.
plenty of times.
People tell you do things wrong?
Definitely.
Welcome back to the Jack and Drew Show.
Welcome.
Episode 7. I think I'm going to title this episode, You Do That Wrong.
That
Because
works
that's
for me.
kind of what we're talking about. Today we are talking about things that we do that are completely normal to us, and then someone tells us we're doing it wrong. And you know
happens
what?
more than you'd think.
It
with
does.
us.
But you know what else? I have a couple things on here that you do wrong.
Oh,
a couple
really?
things that my siblings do wrong. Yeah, just things that people they do things wrong.
I've got a few things you do wrong too.
Oh, I'm sure you have a ton of things. First thing
Yep.
I do wrong, I've been told that I eat string cheese wrong.
Do you? How do you eat it?
So I unwrap the string cheese, right? It's in the peel package.
Well, at
you
least
peel
you
it.
don't eat the plastic. That's
No, I used to, and then my doctor told me to stop doing that. So you peel the string cheese, and I bite it. I don't
good.
waste.
You don't.
No,
You don't drink it.
no, I don't string it.
I don't either.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who does that.
I used to though. I used to always string it when I was younger,
Right.
and now I'm kind of just tired of
It
stringing
is such a
so-
time saver to just take 3 bites of that cheese instead of spending 15 to
You
20
eat it in
minutes.
3 bites?
Well, I mean, yeah.
See, I can't do that. When I get too big of a bite of it, that tastes gross to me. So I've got to eat it in like 10 bites. I eat in like 10 little bites.
Well, let me tell you, you eat string cheese wrong.
There you go. I do that
Even
wrong.
though you eat it correct, you
we
still
eat it
wrong.
the same way, Jack.
Yeah,
so
but-
you eat it wrong too.
All right, whatever. You know, other than taking 10 bites to eat your string cheese, you know what else you do wrong?
What else do I do wrong?
In one of the best cartoons, other than Rick and Morty and SpongeBob, is
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
And
Uh-oh.
Goku, when he needs to win a fight, he goes Super Saiyan. How do you say it?
Super Saiyan.
No.
It's Super Saiyan.
No, it's
That's-
not. They say. I understand people pronounce things differently. I get that. You know, sometimes people have their reasons they pronounce things differently. But when it's said, when it is specifically said on the show that it's Super Saiyan, you cannot say it's Super Saiyan.
So the problem is, Jack, I've never seen that show. I just know the quote. I guess I don't know the quote.
No, you don't.
Because it's wrong. I always thought it was Super Saiyan, and so I'm not changing it.
Even though you really should.
It's kind of funny to see you get mad.
Yeah, it used to make me mad, but now I know you do it because you like to see me mad, and so I don't get mad anymore.
The very first time I did it, I honestly thought I was saying it right, and that made you really mad. But now I just do it wrong because it's funny.
It's
And
not funny.
I'm sorry. So I'm gonna switch on over because you just called me out. I'm gonna
Put you
call
on
you out.
blast. Put you
Yeah.
on blast, boy.
This is one thing you do wrong. You say marinara.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do say marinara.
You say marinara. I
Well,
say
it's not,
marinara.
It's not marinara.
It's marinara.
It is marinara.
I don't care what you are, who you are. It's marinara.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It's marinara.
See, this goes back. See, there is no TV show.
Are you Italian?
No.
Do you know how it's pronounced?
No, but I've been to Italy.
Oh, good for you. My dad's been to Italy,
And,
and that means nothing in this situation, but I thought I'd say it.
well, when you go there and you order pasta or pizza, you say marinara. Marinara. I did
If you're
I did
Italian-
the hand thing. I did the hand thing.
yeah,
They
you
can't
did.
see
Of
it, but I
course you
did the
did.
hand
You did it.
action.
So-
That's how you speak Italian.
If you're Italian, maybe it's marinara, but if you're American, it's marinara.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
No. All right, you
just
say I'm
proved
wrong,
that
I
one.
say you're wrong. That's just how it is. But you know what? You're wrong. It's totally cool.
Okay.
You know
Whatever.
something that my little brother does wrong? We've been for Christmas. I got a puzzle, 1,000 pieces, and it's of R2D2 and C3PO. Right? You know, Star
Okay.
Wars is fairly
Yeah.
popular right now. I would say.
Just a little
And
popular.
each puzzle piece has pictures from the original trilogy. All pictures. So that's how they get the color of the
Okay.
pieces. And so I'm nerding out right now about this puzzle, but it's super cool because you figure out like how the puzzle piece faces based on like the stormtroopers or stuff.
I've
It's
never
cool.
seen you be so excited.
Our jelly bean puzzle that we still haven't.
Eh.
We'll figure out a way to record a time lapse of us doing that. But so I open this puzzle piece and my little brother starts just picking random pieces and trying to put them together.
Oh no.
He doesn't start with the edges. And I'm like, Ryland,
Well, how do you do that?
you're doing that wrong. You're putting that puzzle together
How do you
wrong.
even solve a puzzle without first doing the edges? I've never
He's
solved
gotten a couple
puzzle.
pieces together like already, but I mean, I've already completed the edge. I was up to like midnight completing it.
Puzzles are kind of addicting.
They are, but he's like, I do this. This is how I always do puzzles. I'm like, and how many puzzles have you finished? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, that's because you never finish
That's
them
'cause
because
you
you
never
start them like
finish
that, Ryland. You do that wrong.
Yeah, I think he does that wrong. I've
I
never
agree,
heard
too.
of someone not start with the edges.
It's
It's kind of
ridiculous.
insane.
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll put something together. Who knows?
Going back to food, because
Food's
why not?
great.
Something people tell me I do wrong is the way I eat cupcakes. So,
You don't eat the paper, do you?
no, I don't eat the paper.
So then, how could you possibly?
I
eat a
didn't have to
cupcake wrong?
consult my doctor for that. I just knew not to eat paper. So when I eat cupcakes, I don't like to get the frosting on my nose and stuff. You take a bite and it's just annoying. What I do is I just eat it in one bite. Cause it's
But
like,
it takes you 10 bites to eat string cheese.
well, yeah, because a cupcake doesn't taste gross if you eat it all in one bite,
That is okay. That is
right?
true.
It just
yeah.
tastes delicious.
Yeah.
So I eat cupcakes all in one bite. But however, it does take me like another minute and a half to chew it and swallow it. But
Well, I eat cupcake. Now, this is something that I've never thought about before. The way I eat cupcakes.
it's important.
It is. We are asking the real questions here on this show. How do you eat your cupcakes? How do you eat string cheese? Things that need to be answered.
Yes.
I lick the frosting off. I lick all the frosting off, and then I eat it like you would like a.
No, you can't do that because then you don't get the cake with the frosting.
No, you get the frosting and then you get the cake. It's fine.
No, you can't do that. No,
Whatever.
you can't do that. It's kind of like Oreos. When you eat Oreos, I just take a bite because that way you
Yeah.
get the cookie and the frosting at the same time.
I don't understand why people pull them apart.
And then they lick the frosting off.
Either they lick the frosting or they use their two front teeth and scrape the
Yeah.
frosting off.
So,
I know people who
like,
do that.
I know there's
Savages.
I know there's this debate over whether the frosting of the cookie is better, which I think obviously the frosting is better. I don't even know why it's a debate. But anyway, it's like they're both better together. So why not?
Yeah, I agree.
Why
with
not
that.
combine them
Eat them together.
and eat them together? How
Yeah.
they're made.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not made in a sandwich to be eaten separate.
That is true. I have this peanut butter and jelly sandwich next to me, and I don't spend the time to make it because my mom does. But I don't undo the time she spent making that peanut butter and jelly
To
sandwich
lick it.
just to peel it apart and lick the jelly and lick the peanut butter.
Yes,
Oh my
that
gosh.
would be
Jesse, if you eat that peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'm going to be so mad.
very rude.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
You know, I'm staying on food because on the list on my phone, I do have another thing that I'm told I eat wrong. You know those little oranges? They're called-
tangerines,
No, cuties.
cuties.
Are they tangerines or are they oranges?
They're
They're
clementines,
clementines.
according to Will. Thank you, Will, for that
The
consultation.
clementines. I call them cuties. That's
They're
the
cuties.
type of fruit. That's what they are. I'm told I eat them wrong. And no, before you ask me, I don't eat the skin of the orange. I have
I
tried
was not
it.
going to ask you that.
I have tried it.
Hey, there's probably a lot of vitamins and stuff in there, though.
Yeah. Just like with the banana peel.
Yeah.
Is
that's
that true?
gross. That's gross.
Anyway,
don't eat
the way I
bananas.
eat the cutie is I don't spend the time after I have already wasted an hour on peeling the actual
They're supposed to
orange.
be easy peel.
I struggle.
Okay.
I peel the cutie, right? I peel the clementine, and then I don't split it in half and then pull each orange
Uh-huh.
piece off by one. I take the whole cutie and I just fit it in my mouth and eat it. It's
Okay.
zero mess, and it's much faster that way.
That is faster.
When I eat food,
underst-
guys, I'm
see,
all about not wasting time. You can see with the string cheese and the cuties, I just don't waste time.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't eat my cuties whole. I eat them like half at a time.
So you split them in half.
I
Okay,
just split
can
in
see
half,
that.
eat half. So I can't be mad at you for that one because I eat cupcakes whole. So it's like kind of the same.
Yeah, perfect.
I've got a question for you. How do you eat pretzels? Little
When
pretzels.
well,
Just eat them all in one
pretzels.
bite.
When I was little,
pretzels,
I
pretzels.
used to bite them in like the shapes of letters. But
Oh,
now,
that's fun. I've definitely
now
done
I
that.
just eat them whole.
You eat them whole?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I do, and I was talking with our friend Nate yesterday. This is how we eat pretzels: is we bite all the arches off, So you're just kind of left with a Y. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you bite all the arches off. And it's actually more difficult than you'd think because when you're biting the arches off, it's really easy to crack the inner part. So it's actually kind of like an art form. Eating pretzels is. At least the way I do it.
You know what else is an art form?
What is that?
Calligraphy. Segues are weird.
True.
Yeah. When I was in second grade, I wrote my H's wrong, and I had to stay in from recess because of the way I wrote my H's.
I've had to do that before.
Yeah. So
This is torture.
I'll put a picture of it, but when you write the lowercase h,
Lowercase,
lowercase
yeah.
h, you draw down and then you draw up that same line and then do the N.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way I used to write it when I was little was because I wrote it so fast. I would draw down, then go out diagonal and do the H, and so there'd be like this
so it'd
gap
be
in
a weird
between,
gap.
and it pissed my second grade teacher off to no end.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
could see that.
I do that wrong, and I still do that because that's my
That's
personal
just
way.
your way to do it?
Yeah.
Do people always ask you what your H's are? They
No,
don't notice?
no, they know it's an H, but it's just technically not politically correct.
Okay, Jack. I write my sixes wrong. Most people start at the top and you
Yeah.
write your six as it goes around.
And then you curl it into the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I start in the middle and I go and I
That's
curl around and I go to the top.
See, no, I was about
See-
to say that's backwards, but it really depends on how you write them. I'm going to start doing that.
It's weird because I don't know. I don't know why I do it. I just have always done it. And I didn't know it was wrong until like a few weeks ago. Someone was like, "Why do you write your sixes like that?" I was like, "What do you mean? I write my sixes, they look just like yours."
It's kind of like how people write I almost said the letter 8. The number 8, you either draw each
Two
circle at
circles
a time or you do the figure.
I do
Like,
the figure 8.
I do the figure 8 too. It's the term figure 8. That's how you're supposed to write
Yeah.
your 8s.
Also, if you write two circles, sometimes they're not connected and it just kind of looks silly. Or it looks like you're building a snowman and you didn't finish it. And that's
A lazy
sad.
snowman with only 2 parts. What else? The only thing I have on you that you do wrong is the way you say Super Saiyan, so I'm all out of those.
I have something else I do wrong. I get made fun of this for real, kind of. Makes me a little sad. I tie my shoes with bunny ears.
What?
So instead of doing like one loop and going around the tree and then down the hole, or whatever the phrase is for that fancy way of tying your shoes.
The way I learned to tie my shoes was from SpongeBob.
Good
Do
for
the
you.
loop-de-loop and pull. Yeah.
No, so I don't do that. I just make 2 loops, and people call them bunny ears. And apparently, this is the way little kids tie their shoes, and people make fun of me because I don't tie my shoes the adult way. So it's kind of sad.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is sad, but
You know our friend here, his name's on here. I'm not going to blast him on the show, but you see his name right there
Yeah.
on the notes. We were already talking about Star Wars, so segue. I don't know how to do that.
you're close. You almost had that one.
Almost had it. He says Han Solo.
Han Solo. So yeah, that's not right.
Again,
Han Solo.
it goes back to, yeah, you can say things however you want, but when
when
it's
it's a name?
when it's said on a TV show or in a movie, when it is said by someone else, that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. So when they say Han Solo, there's no way you can say Han Solo.
So it'd kind of be like me calling you Jock instead of Jack, but like opposite.
Like Jock?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what if the name Jack, the first time someone wrote it, they pronounced it like that? Then if someone said Jack, you'd
It'd
be
be
like, no,
weird.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
So it's all,
okay.
it's all a what's the word I'm looking for? Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory. All right,
Illuminati
Jack.
confirmed.
You and your tinfoil hat. You can get out of here.
Yep, that is 100% true.
It
I
is.
have worn a tinfoil hat before.
I don't doubt that. You know, I really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
jeans.
this was an interesting episode.
This was.
I-
I hope we didn't do this episode wrong. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah. Hopefully, please, if we did this wrong, let us know. 'Cause-
Also, if you do something wrong and someone tells you it's wrong, but you honestly believe it's right, let us know in the comments
Yes.
section. I read those comments, and the nice comments I respond to. There's one person out there who dislikes our video, and
That's
just
whatever, you know.
leaves a nasty comment. You know who you are, Ryland. And I don't respond to his comments, but you guys' comments we will respond to.
We like them. So yeah, and it's actually really interesting listening to the different ways people do things.
It is, even if they're wrong.
Anyway, we want to dedicate this episode to our friend Nate. He is currently on his way to basic training for the Air Force, and he's doing good stuff. We're
Yeah.
proud of him. So we're
Good
dedicating this
friend.
episode to him.
And also because he does things wrong all the time and we yell at him. So this
That's
idea
true.
was kind of inspired by you, Nate.
Yes. Anyway, thank you, Nate, and thank you, everybody else, for listening to episode 7 of the Jack and Drew Show.
Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also check us out on Facebook at The Jack and Drew Show.
Yeah.
You said at like we're on Twitter. We're not
We're
on
not
Twitter.
on Twitter. We're
not
not that
yet.
That's okay.
But like us on Facebook. Means a lot, guys. Thanks for listening. I almost said
Listening.
watching.
Not
Watching,
watching.
listening. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.